because this idiot wanted to do something like having a fake and calling me. I got your landlord's information. Tomorrow, I'm going down to 2 places. I'm going over to the criminal building to basically get my police report, and I'm going to send it straight over to your landlord. My lawyer will be in contact with him right away. You want to make something personal and come to my front door like this? This is what you want to do at the end of the day? All right, no problem. Oh, by the way, family says hello. So you know. I'm going to leave it at that. That's the last thing I got to say on that one. They say hello. So I'm going to go down. I got to talk to the officer. He said that basically your name being Mike Fernando. Yeah, the fact that you use Fernando, you're already in the system for criminal charges, for harassment, and some other stuff we have you in there for. They want us to come down tomorrow morning and file another set of charges against you. Actually, right now, filling out the documents for the second set of post office, because before I said I held on to one of them because I was trying to get this guy a break, but I'm filling it out right now. I'll have that in tomorrow morning. I'll drop off to the post office, drop that off, go next door, go pick up the charges for the police report, and then I'll be contacting your landlord, having a conversation with him. He'll know who I am. I'm going to speak to him directly so he can talk to me. If he wants to meet up with me, I have no problem with flying down there to see him. And I want to let him know that we need you evicted from the building, because there's all kinds of criminal charges popping up. I already read through your lease already. So I got a copy of your lease. I read through it. Your lease says the same thing as any other lease. If you basically cause any form of criminal activity, you put yourself at danger, you put the others around you at danger, that means bottom line, you have to be removed from the building. If your landlord decides he doesn't want to remove you from the building, that means he's involved in it. If he's involved in it, we can file a lawsuit against him. So remember, you brought this on yourself. As I told you before, family says hello. I told you, you don't mention, certain people in my family, you don't mention at all. You don't mention at all, period. And you pop these people up. You said their name online. They don't even know who you are, but they do now. And I didn't give them any information. I didn't have to. It didn't take them long to find who you were. It didn't take them long. And they're going to beat the brakes off you. That's what's going to happen, because they want to know at the end of the day, why are you saying their names online? Who are you at the end of the day? They're ticked. They are ticked. They're talking about flying down. Come see you. I told you, you don't do stuff like that. Buddy, I got your family members. When we looked you up, your family members came up on white pages. I covered that up because I'm not that type of person at the end of the day. I don't mention anything about you. Only thing I mention about your wife is the fact that at the end of the day, she is going to divorce you. But the stuff that you're doing, yeah, she's definitely going to file for divorce. When them lawsuits come through, if she's with you, she's going to get hit with them. If she divorces you, she doesn't get hit with them. So she's going to let you go. So, again, that's the only thing we mentioned. I don't go dig up your family's names. I don't go do that stuff at the end of the day. I don't do any of that stuff. They have nothing to do with that. Why would I bring them into this? It's between me and you. But when you brought my family members into this, now they want to come down and beat the living crap out of you. And, yeah, I told you, they're heavily connected. So they want to meet you. They definitely want to meet you face to face. And I'm trying to talk them out of it because, again, we need you alive. They're going to beat the crap out of you. That's what's going to happen. I'm being honest with you. They're going to come down, they're going to snatch you out of anywhere. But they find you, they'll roll up on you, and they're going to beat the living snot out of you. And they're not coming alone. It's going to be a fleet with them. They're coming with a bunch of people. So you can go call the police wherever you want. They don't care about that kind of stuff at the end of the day. You don't know what they look like, but they know what you look like. That's why you don't go do dumb stuff like that. You don't get people's family involved in stuff. I would never get your family or say anything about your family. I would never do that because that's disrespectful. But don't worry, you're going to find out. You walking down the street, bunch of people jump up out of the car and start stomping you up. You know who they are. Bought it on yourself. But until then, I do things a different way. I do things by following to the proper channels and bringing it to court. They do things another way. So you're going to keep your head on a swivel because you don't know if they're going to be sitting across the street watching you and if they're going to walk right past you because they do stuff like that. They're known for it. You called up the worst 2 people you could have ever called up. So you brought it on yourself. You put your life in danger. And I'm not going to say, well, you put it in danger. You put a lot of stuff in danger. You don't do stuff like that. And they saw the video too. So I'm gonna leave it at that. But they say they give their regards. Hello. Now, on my end, I got to do how I'm going to handle it. I'm going to go in and basically finish out the rest of this paperwork and get what has to be done to get you into a courtroom. Hopefully, we can get you into a courtroom because you triggered off the wrong people. If you make it to a courtroom, I'm dead serious. If you make it to a courtroom, you can call the police and say, I'm not threatening you at the end of the day. You dug it up. You made a video. You announced them. You put them on YouTube. So now they want to meet you face to face because they want to find out who the freak said my name. I got nothing to do with this. And you've seen fights like this break out. Why's my name in your mouth at the end of the day? Who the freak are you? Yeah, it's going to get bloody. That's what you cause for yourself. So you're going to have to live with that. That's not my problem. I got nothing to do with that. It wasn't hard for them to find you. All right. And see, this is the nonsense he did when he was on Instagram. He got mad at a bunch of people over there because he made a fake account and started calling them racial slurs. And these people were connected also too. And they were contacting me saying, hey, you know who this guy is. We need to know where he lives at because we got some people going to pay him a visit. Jamie does dirty stuff like this. And he got scared. But now you're on an LLC. Your information is everywhere. Everywhere for anyone to find you. And you do dirty stuff like this. I don't go out and do dirty stuff like this, so my head doesn't stay on a swivel. I'm good. But you do dirty stuff like this. You called out somebody on YouTube who has nothing to do with this, and now they want to have a conversation with you. They want to know why in the world are you talking about my name? Why'd you bring my name up? So they're going to beat the snot out of you. Now, on my end, I'm going to do what I got to do. I'm finishing up the rest of my paperwork. Let me see. And let me see. I'm sitting there talking about, we need this joker and one piece for court. They're not listening to me at all, period. They don't give a damn. They want to kick your face in. Because, again, you mentioned their name and they don't know who you are. They don't know anything about you. They want to know who do you know them at the end of the day to bring their name up. Bought it on yourself, buddy. I was sitting there when I was doing the whatchamacallit. I said, wait a minute, did he say who? And I was like, oh shoot, yeah, you put your life in some danger right now. And I don't care. They don't care about your family or none of that. They don't care who you know, what you know. They don't care. So you know this. That's up. I mean, jack to them. They want to know. They want to meet you. Next time you learn not to put people's names out there, again, trying to be smart, trying to be nasty toward me, that doesn't hurt me at the end of the day. How would that bother me at all? You just woke up somebody else that had nothing to do with this, and you brought them in front of it. The only problem is the difference between me is I go take this to the proper authorities, I fill out the paperwork, I bring it to court. They don't handle things that way. And they don't care if you walk in with your kids, they don't care if you walk in with your wife, they don't care. Just what you woke up. I'm not going to tell you about the other stuff because you don't need to know about that. I'm not going to mention on YouTube, but if they catch you, you'll find out. Let me see right here what we got here. And you can go complain that to any one of your family members. They're going to sit there and say from the door, why in the world would you mention someone's name that has nothing to do with that? You brought it on yourself. Now, let me tell you something real quick. You don't know this. These jokers can sit down in your neck of the woods for 2 weeks and watch you and do nothing to you just to watch you. That's what I mean by they're nightmarish. They'll pass you, walk past you, speak to you. You would never know who they are, but they'll know who you are. They're not about jumping on somebody real quick. They're about learning about people before they go do what they need to do. So you know this. So they could be talking to you right to your face and you would never even know. That's what you're going to have to worry about. So let me see what's going on from here. Like I said, I ain't got nothing to do with it. And no, that's not my problem. You should have never mentioned their names on camera. All right, let me see. I need, wait. We need, we need the whatchamacallit. We need the whatchamacallit date. That's what we need. That's what we need. We need the official dates when what are asking for on this one. We need let's see. Oh, the date. Yes, date first. Okay, let's date a comment. Have you contacted something? Yeah. So what was the first date of contact? Let me see. First date of contact. First date of contact. Now I know Jamie's over there acting like I'm not afraid. Yeah, you are afraid, Jamie. You're terrified right now. You should be. You're terrified. If you were a man, you would have came to the door and the process server came to the door and you would have took the mail until had your wife come to the door. So I know you're a coward at the end of the day. And when I see you in court, that's another problem you're going to have because these jokers live where I live at. So you got to come to court. Remember that. You have to come to court. When the criminal charges are pressed, you're going to have to come to court. Them jokers are going to be out there waiting for you. They couldn't care less about no police or nothing at all. They don't care. You brought trouble on yourself. We got to bring you to court. You got to come down here. And you don't look like the type to do a shootout. You really don't. That's the kind of craziness you just brought on yourself. So they're going to be waiting for you. Either you're going to go up there, or they know they know I'm taking you to court, or they're going to be in that courtroom. Should have left it alone. You left it alone and didn't mention these people. You could have came to court. We had to do what we have to do, and you go home. That's it. Now you got to worry about somebody when you go home. That's what you got to worry about now, because they're going to be in there waiting for you. They ticked. They want to know why in the world did you mention their name? Who are you? They don't know you at the end of the day. They don't know anything about you. They want to know who you are and why did you mention their name on YouTube, live, on live. And now their people are watching it. People they're affiliated and tied with, they're watching. They're all heated. So, yeah. I'll give you some point of view. You better wear a vest when you come down. I'm just saying it. And you can sit there and talk to the judge and say, hey, look, my life is in danger. If I come to Philadelphia, why is your life in danger? Because I mentioned someone's name on you. Who did you mention? I mentioned a few people's names or somebody's family. And you're like, it's your fault in the day. Why would you do something stupid like that? Yeah. So that's why I'm getting these criminal cases done, so we can get you down here. Now I'm bringing you down here to prosecute you. Whatever happens when we leave out that door, I ain't got nothing to do with that. That's not my problem. That's your problem. So let me see what we need. We need, keep in mind, good luck trying to get a gun through the airport, because these jokers are already going to have theirs down here. They live down here. So I don't know how you're going to get around it. I really don't. It's not my problem. It's yours. But you're going to have to come down here. You know that, right? Ain't no way around it. What you're going to do? I mean, you could basically not come down for the lawsuits. We're still going to take 12 grand out of you, so that's not going to stop anything. But the criminal charges are different. You have to come down. You need a bench warrant on you. And keep in mind, if you get locked up, they got people on the inside too. So let me see what we need here. Charlie's coming. I can hear him. I just heard the first horn go off. Oh, little message to you too on top of that. I did tell them what you did about basically having the police come down here. They said let it happen again. And see what happens. Told you I heard the train coming. we need, is that the big one? It is the big one. Yep. Here he comes. Let me see. I need, no, we need the whatchamacallit. Did we have it on? We had the original complaint. The original complaint should have been here. All right. So this right here is the one where he changed out. This is the whatchamacallit. This is the black paint. That's the black paint. That's already filed. This one's already filed. We need the other one. This is the one we need. We need the one we did, the Frankenstein. That's the one we're doing right now. So we need this case. This is what we need. This is what we're looking for. Okay, case was filed on June the 9th of 2022. That's what we need. That's what we're looking for. All right, June the 9th of 2022. June the 9th of 2022. Okay, date, contact the company or person about the complaints. Yes, and it was, the date was, let's see, 09. Okay, let's see. I do have a list of your phone numbers if we're able to pick up on that. All right. Oh, PayPal. Okay, now you can call me back. Let me see. Type of fraud. Or it definitely would be in credit card review type of fraud too. Excuse me. Shame your site's not open. I was going to place an order today. Watch you cancel and put my money back. But your site's not open, so I can't give you any money. But I still want my black paint. Oh, I'll be sending you a certified letter tomorrow. That is involving the lawsuit that we just filed yesterday. Okay, we can go with credit card. It is credit card. It would be credit card. It calls up, going to basically clear up everything, basically what we need to tell them, because we can say it was from PayPal and so forth. We do have prop in the videos and documents. We have the tracking number. All that's there. Everything is there for this one. So this is the second case of mail fraud that I was going to let go, but now I decided to file it right now. So I'm going to have a busy day tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll be showing you Jamie's police report that he has. This is what I'm going to be sending to your landlord to explain to you that, and also too with the process server for the copyrights infringements and other documents we had to file, including the lawsuit, and also let them know that the LLC that he applied for is attached to his apartment complex. We want to know if both of these are together. Because if that's the case, we need to sue you too in the process. It's going to scare the daylights out of this man. James, you're going to get walking papers real soon. Now, keep in mind, you're going to have to keep in touch with these agencies because, again, if they don't have your address and you do disappear, like you said, you have to leave the property, you're going to have to let them know where you're going to be at, because if not, you're going to get a bench warrant on you. You don't want that. So you're going to have some place where they can basically send those documents to, the warrant for your arrest or whatever. You're going to have that. See, Jamie, there's two ways I can go about this. I can get you a warrant automatically against you. And the reason how I can get you a warrant against you is if we send this document over to your landlord, he's going to evict you from the door. And if he evicts you and there's no place for the police officer to come to serve you, they're going to basically put a warrant for your arrest. That's what's going to happen automatically. You see how many ways I can go with this to damage your life? So it depends on which one of these I execute first. I get my police report tomorrow. I can contact your landlord and give him that right now and say, look, you got a buddy over here that we're having a problem with. These are the documents we're having. We need to have him evicted from the building or we sue you. Now you have to leave the building. Keep in mind, your address, even though it's tied to that place, the warrant is sworn out for that place. So when the officers come and they say, oh, he no longer lives here, and you said, do you know where he's at? What they're going to do is they're going to harass your family. All your brothers and sisters, wherever it may be, they're going to go to their houses and they're going to harass them to figure out exactly where you are. Tell us where he's at. We'll stop coming down here and bothering you. You're going to make it uncomfortable for your family. And your family's going to give up that information. Someone's going to give it up. And that means if you get into a traffic jam, traffic stop, anything that pops up, and they have to run your information back, it's going to show you the warrant for your arrest. I can do it that way. Or basically, I can wait and then have the officers come to your door and pick you up and do it that way. And then we can contact your landlord and have him evicted from have you evicted from the building. Okay, let me see. So you got yourself in some stuff. And on top of that, when you come down here, you're going to have to keep your head on a swivel because I don't know where if my family's down here in that courtroom, I'm not saying jack. I got nothing to do with this. None of my business. Just between you and them. Driving and try to get a police escort or something, or somebody to hold his hand to go back to the airport. Something. It ain't them you got to worry about. It's who they know you got to worry about. That's who you got to worry about. Put your life in danger, boy. Told you don't mess up my family like that. Just you had no business mentioning their name, and they don't like it. And they want to know who you are, and they want to have a conversation with you real fast. All right, let me see what we got here. Blah, 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 blah. Really? We can actually put that in there? Misperspective products and services. Yeah, that's definitely you right there. Changing the product at the last minute. Recorded shopping carts and your face is sitting on a receipt. Yep, this would be it right here. This is perfect. This is right here. That's perfect. All right, what we have here. All right, additional information. I'll have that out tonight. All I have to do is signature and sign. That's it. You got another charge on you. Good luck. I'm done. All I got to do is put the additional information here, and I'm going to fill all that out, put the little signature there at the bottom, showing me that I'm done, and I'm going to hand it off to a friend of mine who works over at the post office, and you're good to go, buddy. Joe, you're 4 years in jail. If you ever make it there, that's if you make it there. You still got that family, my family to deal with. And again, it's not my problem because I'm not involved in this. You had no business mentioning their name on YouTube. So it's going to be interesting. Who gets to you first? They get to you first, the police get to you first, and who knows who's going to get to you first. But keep in mind, you're still going to have to come down here to Philadelphia to face charges. And they know this. They know this because I talked about it a couple of times about basically bringing you to court. So since they know this, they're going to be here. And they're not stupid. Let me give you some information here, a little quick information. They're not going to get you in the courtroom. That's not going to happen. It's too obvious. They're going to wait for you to walk away from that building and go to the airport. That's when they're going to probably try to get you. They're not going to get you in the airport, way too much security. They're going to get you in along the way. That's what they're going to do. And they're probably going to follow you once you walk out of the courtroom. You don't even know what they look like. And chances are when they do it, it's not going to be them. It's going to be somebody else that they probably got to do it. Because I'm pretty sure right now the information, that video is circulating among their people right now. Now, I didn't have to go give you information. I have to do that. You're on YouTube, buddy. You know, you're on YouTube. They found you. They looked at my videos. That's how they found you. And they see me complaining about you. That's how they found you. All right, cool. Now, in all this craziness that you're going to have to go through, have my paint. Because I'm still waiting on that. Mind you, got a lawsuit coming up. So that paint right there is going to help him back his case. He made claims against my product. You're being sued for slander. Now, keep in mind, as I said before, when you go in that courtroom, there's going to be a few things that are going to come up. Anything that we put in there, in that claim, we have to back it up. We have to. So we put in there about your license. We put in there about you committing perjury. We also put in there about a few other things that we basically need them to look into. Because we can get you in a courtroom now. We can get extra stuff in there. We can get you prosecuted faster. Yeah. You know, the scary thing about this for you, Jamie, you're going to have to come back to court again, over and over again. And these guys are going to be waiting for you. Now, Jamie will sit there and chalk it up and says, oh, I'm just doing this because, no, I'm not worried about the police. That's another charge. You know, I got to go back over and file a charge for that now because he put his name down as Mike Fernando. And the cop started laughing. He was like, this guy's he's stupid. Yeah, he's an idiot. We talked about it. He was laughing about you out there. We had two cops that were in there talking about it. And he looked it up and saw your name and everything. He said, his name is, wait. He said, is it Jaime Fernando Gonzalez? I said, yeah, that's the fake name he used. Here you go, man. Here's a number. This is your ID number right here. Come down tomorrow. Get this filed so we can get all this taken care of. Yeah, they know you called in that call. We're sitting out there laughing about it. And everybody asked me the same thing. Is he slow? I was like, I think he might be. I'm not even sure, to tell you the truth. Gee whiz, you're an idiot. What do you think was going to happen? They're going to come in and swat the place, kick in the door, all that stuff like that? I'm going to tell you something, Jamie, from the door. If anything like that would have happened, you're not going to be around the next day. My family would come up there and light you up. I'm dead serious. They'll kick your front door and light you up in front of your family. I'm being truthful with you. I don't really talk like this on camera, and I don't like to talk like this on camera. But if anything happened like that, yeah, airline tickets and all, they're going there with a bunch of and they're going to light you to freak up, drag you out of the house and beat you like a dog. I'm not playing with you on that. I do things differently. I do things through paperwork. I used to be that kind of person that in the back of the day. I'm not that person no more. I changed. But they haven't changed. They still like that. So if anything would have happened like that, guarantee you, bar none, you wouldn't show up on YouTube tomorrow. I guarantee you'd be missing. You got the wrong people. And then you mention these people on YouTube, oh, you're going to get messed up. They're going to mess you up. And you got to keep coming down here for court. Good luck on that. All they had to do, I said, I ain't got nothing to do with this. It's none of my business. This is between y'all and them. He said, yeah, but we family at the end of the day. I said, I understand this, but I can't get that kind of blood on my hands. I can't get involved in this like that. I'm already taking care of this the way it needs to be taken care of. They went through my YouTube channel. That's how they found you. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, Anybody else would agree with me 100%. Anybody else. If anybody else was sitting there, somebody mentioned your name on a YouTube video that you had nothing to do with, you want to go down and whip they behind. There you go. That's what you got yourself into. Except for the difference between that, these jokers are connected with some very heavy people, and they want you. They want a conversation with you. And a conversation with them is a conversation you do not want to have at the end of the day. I'm just hoping you keep you in one piece because I need you in court. Oh, this is a mess. This is an absolute mess. We need you in court. They want you. I'm not going to say it on camera, but that's pretty much probably what it's going to come down to. Man, you do dumb stuff, man. You do real dumb stuff. I don't do that. I wouldn't mention anyone's name at all. First of all, I would never mention anyone's name, anyone's family like that. No, don't do that stuff within the day. And on top of that, I mean, it's just basic common sense. I have no idea what these people could, you don't know what your family could be connected to. I don't do that in the day. Why would I get somebody else involved in it? It has nothing, that's between me and you at the end of the day. That's nothing to do with them. You open up a very dangerous Pandora box, man. You better come to Philadelphia with a vest on. I'm dead serious, man. You better come here with a vest on, something. Man. Oh, well. I guess you don't show up. I guess you forfeit and give us the money. That's what's going to happen. It's going to win for me. You just can't come to Philly. And you go before a police officer or anybody in the day and you start running your mouth, that's going to get you in trouble. Just shut your mouth. Don't stay. I mean, if you go to the office and say, hey, look, if I come to Philadelphia, there's a high chance that I might not make it back home because I mentioned some people on YouTube that had nothing to do with, you know, what I was involved in. And the officer's going to say, why'd you do that? Why would you do something like that? That's just stupid to begin with. Yeah, it's stupid. Oh, well, your problem right now. I can't wait to get this to the post office. This is your face right here on the receipt. Man, I can't believe we can't get any better than that. This is man, this is beautiful for me. You know why it's beautiful? Because how many people get to prosecute somebody for post office fraud and their name, their face is literally on the receipt? All right, I'm gonna get this wrapped up. I gotta be up tomorrow morning. I gotta go over to the post office and drop off this information. This is number 2. I don't put this in the mailbox. I know people that work over this. I'm gonna personally hand this to somebody. She's gonna take care of it for me. Because she said, don't worry about it. I'll make sure it gets where it needs to get to. It's not going to sit there in the mail pile. That's not going to happen. So she's going to make sure she get that taken care of for me. And then I'm going to pop over to the police district, go down to the bottom floor and get a copy of your police record. Because I'm going to decide whether or not when I'm going to send it to your landlord. We need that. I'll show you the document when I get back. And then I got to go down. I got to file 2 more charges against you. One of the charges is basically for mentioning my family on YouTube, which, you know, it'll be anyway. And the other one is basically for calling in, having the police come here and making these claims that I was trying to hurt myself using the name Mike Fernando. Officer was laughing his head off. He said, wait a minute, is it Jaime Fernando Gonzalez? I was like, yep, same person. He was like, oh, you got to be kidding me. All right, my man, we got you. Take this right here. Yep. You know, the prison is right across from I'm going to show you. When I go walk downtown, I'm going to show you where the prison's at. I'm going to show you where the building I'm going to come out of, which is going to be the post office, and I'm going to go across the street. That's the court building on this side, and then down over here is a police station, and the prison's on the other side. You're going to be over there pretty soon. What's going to happen is they can't, when you come down here for the court, for the criminal charges, mind you, they're not going to let you home. You're not going home, so you know that, because you're going to have 4 counts. Yeah, you have 4. We already filed 2 of them, and now you got 2 more being filed against you. So you're not going home. So you know that you're definitely not going home at all. Period. So what's going to happen is they're going to process you, and they're going to basically take you over there to the prison system. I'll show you tomorrow where it's at. That's where you're going to sit at until they transfer you back up. Whenever they transfer you back to California, no, they can't transfer to California. You're going to stay down here. You might stay down here. Yeah, you might be down here. Unless he committed the crime in California, then you would be over there. You're going to stay down here. You'll be down here. So if you survive this ordeal with them, they don't get you there, they're gonna get you in prison. One way or another, somebody gonna get to you. But next time, learn a valuable lesson. Don't mention people that have nothing to do with what we're talking about on YouTube trying to be smart. All right, I'm ready for bed. Well, now I'm gonna watch a movie. I'm gonna finish ordering. I gotta order more stuff to finish up this wall right here, so I'm gonna get the rest of that in there. Oh man, I tell you. Gotta learn a valuable lesson. A valuable lesson. I'm gonna tell you something. James, I can tell you some real scary stuff, man. Some real scary stuff that can happen to you. But I'm not gonna say nothing. So you know this. I don't wanna say too much. Some real bad stuff. So you know this. You get in there, in that place, in there, and they make a phone call and they got somebody already in there. Good chance you might get sodomized while you're in there. I'm gonna let you know. You heard the word turned out? Yeah. You got involved with the wrong people. You really shouldn't have mentioned those names at all. And how many people are, you know, at the end of the day, that talk trash about somebody who has nothing to do with it, and you catch them on site and you go, what the freak you doing saying my name out of your mouth? I don't even know you. We've seen fights. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah. So if you get in there, if they get you in there for maybe about a good, maybe even a year, even if you're in there for 1 year, they're gonna get to you. You might get sodomized. I'm just gonna tell you what might happen to you. All right. Brought it on yourself, man. I was going to drop some of these charges for you. I really was. But you did that nonsense right there. And the message they're leaving to you right now is, if it happens, don't let it happen again. But they still want to talk to you, so you know this. So you can sit there and say, I threaten you. No, I never threatened you. I just told you the consequences of what you just did to yourself. I didn't tell you the rest of it, but I told you the consequences. You don't mention someone's name that has nothing to do with it. These people have nothing to do with it between me and you. You should have never said their names on YouTube. And they saw that, they flipped. And that message got circulated among their people. So you brought it on yourself. Put yourself at danger like that, man. All right, well, people, I got to get this stuff done, get this ready. I got orders to process for tomorrow, as usual, things I got to get taken care of. Man. Just does dumb stuff all day. That's what he does. Dumb stuff all day. Yeah, I warned you. You got yourself hurt. You got yourself hurt. Don't make a difference. They don't kill you.